Red wire, blue wire, green wire. Who the hell uses green anymore? This isn't the 90s. But here it is, snaking through the guts of this thing like Christmas lights designed by someone with a vendetta against joy. The suit's already soaked through. Sweat's pooling in places sweat has no business pooling. Can't wipe the face, can't scratch the nose, can't do shit except kneel here in this godforsaken parking garage and stare at what some clever bastard cobbled together with spite and a YouTube education. Timer says 11 minutes, might as well be 11 seconds. Time does weird things when a person's this close to becoming pink mist. The hands are shaking, not much, just enough to make the wire cutters feel like they weigh 40 pounds. Should have been a dentist. Dentists don't explode. Worst case scenario, someone bites them. Focus. Breathe. The x-ray shows the package clear enough. Classic setup, amateur hour stuff, except for that one modification that makes it decidedly not amateur hour. Someone watched the tutorials but then got creative. Creative is bad. Creative means ego. Ego means they wanted to be special. Special gets people killed. 10 minutes. Behind, probably 20 meters back, the team's watching. They can't see shit through the suit, through the shadows, through the distance, but they're watching anyway, because that's what they do. Watch their guy work and pray to whatever they pray to that he remembers which course he slept through at the academy. Funny thing about bomb disposal, everyone thinks it's about bravery. It's not. It's about being too tired to be afraid anymore. It's about having done this so many times that the fear just becomes this low hum in the background like tinnitus. Learning to work with hands that want to shake, and a brain that wants to scream, and a bladder that's strongly considering mutiny. 9 minutes. The thing about bombs is they're honest. More honest than people. A bomb tells exactly what it wants to do. It wants to blow up. It's not hiding anything. A person? A person will smile while planning to stab. A bomb just sits there, ticking, completely transparent about its intentions. Respect the honesty. 8 minutes. The back's screaming now. Knees stopped hurting 10 minutes ago, which probably means nerve damage or they've just given up. The body's great at giving up. It's the brain that's the problem. Brain keeps going, keeps thinking, keeps imagining the split second between realization and obliteration. Would it hurt? Probably not. Just here, then not here, then scattered across a 3-block radius in pieces too small for a closed casket. Mom wanted a doctor. Be a doctor, she said. Doctors help people. Yeah, well, so does this, technically. Helping people by not exploding. It's a low bar, but here we are. 7 minutes. Found it. The secondary trigger. Clever. Hidden under the false bottom, pressure sensitive. Lift the wrong wire, weight shifts, boom. That's the creative part. That's why they can't just send in the robot to cut and run. Someone's proud of this. Someone's sitting somewhere thinking they're a genius because they added a pressure plate. Meanwhile, someone else is here, in a suit that smells like fear and last week's curry, trying to figure out how to disarm genius's little art project. 6 minutes. The wire cutters feel heavier. Arms are burning. Should have done more push-ups. Should have done any push-ups. But who has time for fitness when there's paperwork and therapy appointments and trying to maintain relationships with people who slowly realize dating someone who might explode at work is maybe not the long-term plan they envisioned? How was work, honey? Oh, the usual. Almost died. How about over there? Real conversation killer. 5 minutes. Here's the thing about the red wire versus blue wire debate. It's usually bullshit. Real bombs aren't color-coded for convenience. Real bombs are whatever wires the builder had lying around. Could be red, could be blue. Could be that weird orangish color that might be red that faded. This one has 3 options. Red, blue, and the green that has no business being here. Green's the wild card. Green's the one that makes the hand shake harder because green might be nothing or green might be everything.
4 minutes. Think. The training says think. The manual says think. The hundreds of hours of simulations say think. But thinking takes time, and time is the one thing running out faster than patience. Red connects to the detonator. Pretty sure. 90% sure? Okay, 70% sure. Blue connects to maybe the timer or the battery. Green connects to the pressure plate. Probably. Which means green's the one that matters. Except if green's a decoy, then cutting it does nothing except waste time. 3 minutes. The team's definitely sweating now. They can't see the timer, but they can count. They know. They're thinking about blast radius. They're thinking about whether they're far enough back. They're thinking about what they'll say at the funeral. Brave soul. Knew the risks. At least it was quick. At least it was quick. That's the consolation prize. That's the participation trophy of death. 2 minutes. Screw it. Going with green. Green feels right. Green's weird enough to be important. Green's the choice that makes sense in that way that doesn't make sense, which in this business is sometimes the only sense there is. Wire cutters around green, hands shaking, heart pounding. This is it. This is the moment. This is where training meets luck, meets fate, meets whatever cosmic dice roll decided today's the day. Cut. Click. Nothing. Timer keeps ticking. 1 minute, 45 seconds. Wrong wire. Green was the decoy. Green was nothing. Green was the builder laughing from wherever builders of bombs laugh from, saying, gotcha. 1 minute 30. Red or blue? Has to be red or blue. 50-50 shot. Coin flip. Except coins don't explode when guessed wrong. Red looks thicker. Thicker usually means important, usually means primary, usually means jack shit in a situation like this. Blue then. Going with blue. Why? Because why not? Because at this point, it's all chaos anyway. Because the universe doesn't care about logic when someone's wired a bomb with a goddamn green wire for no reason. 1 minute. Wire cutters around blue. This is it. Second chance. Last chance. Only chance. The hands aren't shaking anymore. That's either zen or shock. Probably shock. Cut. Click. Timer stops. 0047, frozen on the display. The breath comes out. Didn't realize it was held. The body realizes it's still alive and starts shaking properly now, making up for lost time. The wire cutters drop. Can't hold them anymore. Everything's weak. Everything is liquid. Behind, someone's probably cheering. Someone's probably radioing success. Someone's probably thinking about beer and paperwork and how they get to go home tonight. Home. That's a concept. That's a place that exists for people who don't spend their days deciding between red and blue. Stand up, legs don't work right. They'll work eventually. They always do. Walk back, slow, steady. Don't rush now. The bomb's safe, but the knees are a different kind of hazard. The team's there. Face is visible now. Relief visible. Someone makes a joke. Something about blue being the obvious choice. Everyone laughs. The laughter sounds far away, underwater, muffled by the ringing in the ears and the adrenaline crash and the wait of 47 seconds. 47 seconds. That's how close it was. That's the difference between beers tonight and memorial service next week. Someone asks if it was scary. Scary? Scary's for haunted houses and bad movies. This was just Tuesday. This was just the job. This was just another one where the wires got cut and the timer stopped. And everyone goes home. Tomorrow, there might be another one. Red or blue or green or purple or some color that hasn't been invented yet. Tomorrow, there might be different choices, different wires, different 47 seconds. But that's tomorrow. Tonight there's paperwork. Tonight there's the debrief. Tonight there's trying to explain to someone who wasn't there why green made sense in the moment even though it was wrong. Tonight there's going home and maybe sleeping, maybe not. Maybe just staring at the ceiling and seeing wires. Always seeing wires. Red, blue, green. The colors of staying alive.